All right, like we back in, we back in, we back in. This is Fight Fire with Truth, and this is calling on the name of Yah. That's what we're gonna call it. Calling on the name of Yah. And we went into a nice little scenario earlier about the name that a lot of people are trying to call and put the creator in the place of a man when the creator said that he's not a man, and everybody's worshiping a man. Is really messed up. Calling on the name of Yah is what we're calling tonight. But this is Fight Fire with Truth. Part two for many of us, except for Facebook Live. Facebook Live then went off about 3 or 4 times. So this may be part 3, maybe no, part 4. I believe this is part 4 for Facebook Live. For Instagram. For YouTube Live, this may be part 4 for you. But other than that, this is open conversation. We have open conversation every Sunday night. This is Fight Fire with Truth. So we put truth out there to put the fire out of all the lies that's being said. And we see it for what it is. So now, as we were sharing and speaking of not too long ago, we were speaking out of Malachi. We spoke out of Exodus. We spoke out of Deuteronomy. We spoke out of many different books earlier, mainly showing a point of view. And then we got onto the name because my wife, I'll be surprised my guy. Nope. I can't get, I don't know how I remember her password. Don't remember. I was going to see if I can get in there and read it one more time for y'all. What I did right. My baby back there asleep now because she was real tired. Oh, can't get it. That wasn't it. So I was gonna read it one more time, but if y'all can go to my Facebook. I just put this post up, but so it's right up under the post of part 1 on Facebook of calling on the name of Yah, calling on the name of Yah, and just giving an understanding of how we're actually supposed to be calling him, which is really the law. The law is actually how you're supposed to call on his name. But Craig, Brother Craig, and Sister Julia. But Brother Craig, I asked you to speak on something. You asked a question on part 2, in part 1, and I said I wanted to save it for part 2 about stuff because prophecy hit my mind. Prophecy hit my mind, and we got to start setting some things straight and seeing things for what they are. So, Brother Craig, so this is part 2. Let's go into now. I'm gonna ask you what it was you were gonna ask me about the situations going on in Washington and other places, I guess.
Washington State. He said Chicago's next. I think maybe Baltimore, Philly, around the area. Los Angeles.
Okay. What's supposed to be happening with these cities?
Well, from their point of view, they're saying it's crime for whatever, but we know it's not that. It's something, they got a different agenda.
You say their point of view. Which they? The Democrats, Republicans?
Republicans, basically the Trump administration.
Okay, what's going on? Talk to me. I mean, on your point of view, and I'll tell you what came to my mind. That's why I say I wanted you to save it for part 2 so I can give you my point of view on that. Even though tonight we started off on part one with the calling on the name of the Creator, which we may get back to that again. But right now, this is open conversation, so it is part two. We're seeing where this is going. But go ahead, Brother Craig. I want to hear this myself.
Well, I personally think it's because of they know what's about to happen, and it's like a mirage that they bring the military, particularly in D.C. when they say the crime has steadily been going down in the past 5 years, and then I think there's going to be a flood in certain states or certain areas. But either way, they're not doing their they pretty much doing their martial law. But I think it's a mirage, and they're doing it for other things because they know what's about to happen.
Okay.
So they need the military in place. But this is still prophesized.
I was about to schedule my point of view on the prophesizing, but give me your real breakdown for those who may not understand what you're saying. Give the best breakdown. Just like imagine somebody coming in who don't know what's going on. Give your best breakdown to what you can say that they may understand what you're talking about.
It'd be maybe the book of Obadiah.
Okay.
Where they're getting everybody in place where I'm guessing they know what's about to happen military wise and weather wise. Mm-hmm. Because no matter what they say, y'all still control the weather, the earth.
Y'all control of everything.
So they're getting their people in place because they know who the true children of Yah are.
But what are they getting in place for? I have my point, but I'm just asking questions because I know you're saying certain things. Some people may be oblivious to understand what you mean by what they're getting in place for. What would they maybe getting in place for?
Basically, I personally think they're getting in place for the ones that aren't identified, to be honest.
And what they gonna do to them?
And they're gonna be putting them in them FEMA camps and using them 15 that Obama purchased.
Okay. Well, let me give you my point of view on what you're saying, because I wanted you to say as much as you could with that. People have been asking me, what do I think about the situation with Trump and them putting military on the streets? That's one thing. Number two, that's one. Well, I'll stick on that one first. We'll go to number two next. We'll just stick with one where we at. People have been asking me that. And I ask them, well, what's your, I always like to know their thoughts on it, right? Some say they don't agree with it. Some say they do. Me, I don't know. Someone was just talking about, I don't know who that was. Somebody was making a comment. I think it was either on here or I was somewhere. Excuse me. And they were saying that Cat Williams was making a joke or a crack about when you go to Washington, D.C., people be taking a picture at the Washington monuments and the White House and stuff like that. They said Cat said if you turn around and take a picture, you'll see a whole different thing. All I can say to what I can go on that point of view, when I was in Germany, and it was sort of like the Louisenplatz downtown where I was walking around, the Spirit guided me at under the statue. Down there, drunkards, and I remember when I went to Frankfurt. Well, this is Louisenplatz in Darmstadt, Germany. But also when I went to Frankfurt, I would see people laid out on the grass, people like they doped up and everything. So I kind of understood from what I seen in my vision, in my mind, what they said was going on the lawn, or not on the lawn, but on the steps and out in Washington, D.C., being the capital. And from what I saw in my mind and what I seen when I was in Europe at certain places, right? But I look at it like this. Prophecy is happening right now. The fact that he said that he's sending everybody that is here illegally, that don't belong here, he's sending back. Prophecy in scriptures, I don't remember where it's at, but I remember reading it. Last time I remember back in the day when I was studying, but I don't remember exactly where it's at right now. But it talks about the people going back to their homeland. Everybody going back to their own land. It talked about that.
When it says, you talking about when it says each person will go back to their own nation in these days?
That's what I'm talking about. I don't remember where it's at, but I remember seeing that, and that's prophecy going on now. It's not that they're going back on their own. Trump is sending them back. That's one thing. Number two, what I'm seeing is this. The Creator's law and order has to be established and put back in place. I'm looking at it the way I'm sharing with you now from what I see, right? What I'm seeing with my spiritual eyes that I feel that I'm understanding from what I'm looking at. All this stuff has to be done. You got to remember, if Kamala would have took over, they'd have been running rampant with abortions, which is against the Creator. They've been running rampant with this what do you call it, transgenderism. That would have been crazy. All the stuff that's against the Creator would have been worldwide or nationwide at least, if not worldwide. If Kamala would have got in, because that's what they was going for. That's why they're trying to put Trump in jail, and they trumped up those charges. And me and my wife was talking about it today when someone, I would think we was listening to one of the newscasters, and they were saying when they was trumping up all those false charges against Trump, those charges would have been false, but the people think it's true because the media fed it to them. The people, but they come to find out that the real news is that all that was a lie. But then me and my wife was saying, remember when they kept talking about something? What you gonna do to them if you get in office? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? They kept asking, what you gonna do to them? But are you gonna do this? They know. See, the people that's up here, the people down here don't know nothing what's going on, what's happening up here, and the things that they have done, and what they've been doing to the people the whole time. A lot of people don't know what they think they know. Everybody is already in servitude. This country was built on we the people, and I'm just gonna give you this statement, and I'm gonna show you how they had already taken over. For those who don't know, who may be hearing me for the first time, right? Now, whether y'all think the Constitution belongs to you or not, yet still, if it do or don't, when it says we the people, the Second Amendment is we have the right to bear arms. The right. It's not a privilege. You have a right to bear arms. A privilege is when somebody give you something and say, this is your permit. This is your permission to have a firearm. And do you know how brainwashed the people is to not even understand that, well, true, if it's our right, everybody have a gun. That's your right. It's not your right to go out and shoot and just kill people. It's not your right to go against the law, which is murder. That's not a right. That's going against the law. But when you have a right to bear arms for your protection, to hunt, and whatever else you need your arms for. To practice with, to go to the shooting range, to practice with, that's a right. But the whole country don't even know that they've been bamboozled. They don't even know it. A brother, a melanated brother could ride around in an automobile right now. If he ain't got a permit or a license, which is still a permit, to carry, they're going to take him to jail and put him away from years and get paid off his trust. That's what this whole system is about now, about taking you and put you in jail and getting fed off your trust that you know nothing about, but that's another story. But the whole thing I'm getting at is the fact that they are violating the Constitution. Matter of fact, When you go to court, we don't do the Constitution in here. It ain't about the and that's what everything's supposed to be laid on, and that's what it's supposed to be about. Trump is actually bringing back the Constitution. But first, you have to clean stuff up. Everything has to be cleaned up. Now, people can talk about martial law and this and that, but think about it. It's been lawless. People out here stealing. They say there has been no crime in Washington since this situation happened. I'm not there. I don't know. All I know is things are happening, but what I will give you this is Isaiah 60 and 5. Let me give you that real quick for anybody that's listening. Isaiah 60 and 5 states this. Isaiah chapter 60 verse 5. I'm going to show you something. See, it's a reason. The Father is cleaning things up because the judgment has already happened. 2020 was the judgment. 2019 was the end of the 400 years. 2020 was the judgment. But I'm going to go to verse 5. Isaiah 60 and 5. Excuse me, states. We'll go with 4 first. I'm start with 1. But 4 and 5 is the key I'm getting at according to what's going on today. But what's already going on, it has already happened. I just said it. Arise, shine. And we talked about that, I think that was last week. It was, Robert. Am I right?
Yep.
Arise, shine. Shine is a people. And give you a quick analogy on that one more time, Rob, about the shine, about them calling your father shine. Just so people have a fact.
Yeah, he basically, I guess they named him his nickname, and he was the only brother in the entire country.
With clout.
Yep. Yeah, he was second in command.
Mm-hmm. And what did they call you? What they call, was it your father or stepfather, your uncle? I mean, your father or grandfather?
Nah, my dad.
They called him.
Shine.
They call his father Shine. So when it says rise, shine, it's talking about in this day and time. In these days and time, not in this particular day, but in our time of the 400 years. When it says arise, shine, talking about us as a people. For thy light, which is the law, is come, and the glory, which is the spirit of Yah, is risen upon us. This is what, that's verse 1. And this is verse 2. For behold, is risen upon, and the glory of Yah has risen upon thee. Verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. That's the void that we seen in Genesis chapter 1, verse 2. The people are void of understanding, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. That is what has happened, and now is our obscurity and everything happening to us in this day and time, right now. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. The minds of the people, gross darkness. Actually, they're dead. As a people and as a nation. But Yah shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. See, his spirit. The Father's going to rise upon us, which is the law, and his spirit going to be seen upon us. Verse 3. And the Gentiles, those other nations, shall come to thy light. They won't come to our light. They won't come to our rising. They won't come to our law. They're going to start doing what's supposed to be done according to the law. This is the reason why I wanted to get to this point anyway. I wasn't looking at 3. I was going to get to 5. I'm going to show you the reason I was going to say even 5. But check it out. Verse 3 again. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. This is us rising together as a people. We're rising in the law. We're rising in the spirit of the law, learning the law. That's why it says arise, shine. Verse 4. Lift up thy eyes round about. You're going to be doing like this. Lift up thy eyes round about and see not just physically, but spiritually. Lift up thy eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. See, all these other people and Gentiles will start coming to us, getting this knowledge, getting the light, which is the law. Thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed by thy side. Our sons, our other people that has been gone, four corners of the earth, they're going to start coming together. We all going to start to build. We're going to start to recognize we are Israel. We're going to start reasoning together and start talking to each other and not at each other, thinking that each one of us, I know the law. I know the law. No, it's we know the law. We got to build and edify each other in the law. That's why we do these platforms. We have a conversation to not debate. That's, you'll find that in Romans chapter 1. It talks about all the evil stuff, and debating was a part of it. But we're supposed to reason together, sit down, talk, have a conversation, and get a better understanding. No different than I just got through sharing in part 1 about the calling of Yah's name. Calling on the name of Yah, shall I say. Say again, bro?
Yeah, debating should be over at this point.
Yeah, we should be debating. But see, I was about to go there, but debating is what is really evil in Yah's eyesight. Debating is like, I'm right, you wrong. No, we're supposed to be reasoning and say, okay, let me understand this. I'm giving you some bread and you giving me some bread. We're breaking bread together. You see what I'm saying? That's what reasoning is about. We breaking bread. We sitting down, we talking. Man, I had a beautiful conversation day before yesterday. I think it was on Thursday. If it wasn't Thursday, it was Friday. One of those 2 days. I had a beautiful conversation. Me and these 3 other guys, we was in the barbershop and we was reasoning together. I mean, it felt great. They listening to me, I'm listening to them. When they share something with me, I'm sharing it with them according to the word, not my own. We always went to the word. But it was beautiful in our conversation.
Yeah, because when you debating, don't that turns out to be an argument at the end?
There you go, bro. Exactly. You're arguing about something. You're supposed to be sitting up reasoning together because this is the Father, our Father. This is our Father. We're supposed to be talking and trying to get a better understanding about. But like you said, debating causes argument. And when you're arguing, it's like I'm right, you wrong. Yep. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. I know the Father is not. And I've seen in Romans chapter 1, I think around the 24th, 25th verse, around that area. But right here it says, daughters shall be nursed by thy side. And then verse 5, then thou shalt see, and flow together. We all will be flowing together, and thine heart shall fear. First we're going to fear because of what we thought, and then, and be enlarged. Then we're going to be enlarged. Oh, Father with us. He with us. Now you're going to start to understand. And then what happened? And thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea, which is what? The sea of people, shall be converted unto thee. The sea of people going to be converted unto us. It's either the sea of people or the sea from the maritime admiralty law is going to be converted our way. Maritime admiralty law is worldwide with the money. Y'all need to look up maritime admiralty law and get a better understanding of it. But, and the abundance of the sea shall be converted, changed unto thee. Here we go. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. That's what I wanted to get to. The forces of the Gentiles. That's what Trump is putting together now. See, this world has to be changed. It has to be flipped because they almost had everybody worshiping. How should I say it? I'm trying not to be mean or whatever. They almost had everybody at the feet of the gay community. I'm just gonna say gay, but on that community, that the homosexual, how you want to call it, that's community. That community was coming strong. You see what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against them. I don't have nothing against. That's them. Be who you are. It's some people that treat me nice. I treat them cool. I have nothing against them. They have to deal with Yah. Because I don't know what caused them to be that way. A lot of people go through certain situations. I don't know, and I'm not here to judge that person or that individual.
But they shouldn't force their issues on you either, though.
And there you go. There you go, bro. That's what I'm talking about, though. That's why Trump had to come in. You're 100% right. Because they had the system behind them. And if you went against them in any way, the system will come against you.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? But that's the reason why Trump had to stand up. Now, people, you're a Trump supporter. Now, I don't support nobody but facts, truth, and the creator. No, the creator, truth, and facts. Creator number one. I support the creator and his word and his law. I'm not no supporter of nothing. I don't vote. I can't vote. I'm sovereign. I'm not a part of that system. I'm not even a part of that world. I'm in that world, but I'm not of that world. Just so everybody will know. So I'm not a part. Say again, bro.
99% of the people don't know that Trump is in there because y'all put him there.
And thank you. You know what? They can't even. This is what I'm saying, bro. I'm glad you said that. And guess what hit my mind when you said that? You know how blind people are? They can't even see that the lack of force he had when the assassination came. That guy was not too far from Trump. He didn't have no real agents with him. He had like a security force.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And he didn't get hit. He got grazed, but he didn't even get hit. You see what I'm saying? And they can't even see that was of Yah. This is the same thing I'm saying with Saul. Same thing with Saul. Saul trying to go against David. He threw a javelin at him twice and missed. And then he said, well, let me give him my daughter, and that's going to be a snare to him. Micah loved David. So he get on ahead and gave her to David and told David, if you go get 100 tails of the Philistines, and I'm not talking about the tails of a dog, I'm talking about the tails of a man. And y'all know I'm not talking about in the back. Man don't have a tail in the back. A man have a tail in the front. The only thing that's winging off of him like this. So he said, if you go get, David said, I don't have a dowry to even give to be even the king's son. Well, I don't need no dowry. I don't need no dowry. I know what I want you to do. I want you to go fight my enemies. What I want you to do is go get me 100 tails of the Philistines. 100 foreskins. I'm sure I said what he said. That's what he asked for. I want 100 foreskin, which, uncircumcised, meaning the foreskin that's hanging over. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Saul wanted to try to have David because they said Saul killed his 1,000 and David killed his 10,000. So he got jealous. But the point is, Saul never recognized the creator. It's a long story, but it's not a story. I'm going over that every Sabbath. I don't know if you've been coming with me, but I go on every Sabbath. We going through the book. And that's what we're going to do. We going through the book to study the book for what the book is. If anybody want to come, we're here on the Sabbath day at Assembly of the Righteous at even. What's even? 12 Eastern time. Man's time is 12 p.m. or which is noon Eastern time on the Sabbath day, which everybody calls Saturday. That's the Sabbath day. We're here. Come on in. Come on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And if I know you, you can come in on the live because I'm not letting any trolls come in. But other than that, back to the story. Oh, I was talking about, we were talking about Trump. Wait, I lost my statement right there. But mainly I'm talking.
So,
Yeah, I'm talking. I was making an example on Saul because Saul can't see when the Creator was with David. No different than, like I was saying, Trump, when the people can't see that the Creator is with Trump, well, he almost got shot. And this goes to show that the people are blind. They can't see. See, the remnant, and you know what? I'm going to share something else with y'all. That jab, I'm just going to say jab. That shot, me and my wife heard the estimate that 80% of the people took the jab. 80% of the people.
that's a lot.
Thank you. It is. Me and my wife heard that today or yesterday. 80% of the people. You imagine what's going to happen? Think about it. Me and my wife heard that today or yesterday. We heard that. We heard that. 80%. Man, it's going to be. My wife already had dreams about graveyard with thousands of headstones. My wife had dreams like that way back.
Man, nobody miles took it.
Shoot, man. But back to the situation is the earth has to, like I've been saying, the earth has to be cleansed. It has to be cleansed of all this evil and wickedness. And that's what Trump is doing. People can't see. They can't see prophecy because they don't know prophecy. They're only going by what they're living in, and they're used to what they've been in. Like I said, the system has already taken your right to bear arms. Even when you travel. When I was traveling 2 years, no license plate, no insurance, and no registration, 2 years when I got my van. I accumulated a few quote unquote tickets and I went to court and I beat all my cases for you who have been following me on my other page that just got terminated. I beat all my cases. But the whole point is, I'm indexed. You know what I'm saying? Which I was trying to help a lot of people get there as well, which Carl, Craig, he's indexed, Brother Robert, my sister Julia, she's indexed, my wife is indexed. But the whole thing is they're using a privilege for a right you're supposed to have. You have a right to travel. You have a right to bear arms. You know, and this system is just taking everything from the people because the people don't know. You know how many people following the media and everything they saying and they don't even know the media is wrong? And you look at this Jasmine Crockett, all she do is try to race bait. He's in a black city with a black woman who's a black mayor. She just tried to race bait. Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And the people take this stuff.
They know 99% of the people gonna follow.
Yeah. But you know, no matter what, the truth of the matter is the Creator is already doing his will. And he's doing it through Trump. And a lot of people can't see it. You know, and me myself, it's a lot of stuff. I don't know what all he's doing, and I don't know the way he do it. But what I have seen so far by a lot of things that has happened and the way things is coming, when you know the book, when you know the word, you can see it happening and coming to pass and coming to fruition. You can see the Creator is showing you what's going on according to the word. If you know the word. But a lot of people in the New Testament can't see. They can see the stuff. Oh, yeah. The wars and rumors of war. They see that. They see the pestilence and stuff like that. And they also see the, just the certain things that they see that's going on today. That was still spoken in the scriptures that was modified and put in the New Testament. But they don't know the full scale. That's the sad part about it. You know. So, yeah, man, I'm glad I asked you about that and you asked me about that. So my point of view is, prophecy is happening right now. What they call martial law is just everything's just getting in order. You have to have order. The Creator's kingdom is order. And until order starts to reign and put in place, it's going to be hell. I'm in the spirit telling me, well, go to hell then. And I did not know he's talking about back over here in America. This is hell. The way things going, the way people's, but you know what? And I'm telling you, spirit, and I didn't understand it at the time, but I'm where I'm at, where I'm supposed to be to do the work that I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know my work. I understand where I'm at today. I thank the Father for allowing me to be his servant and building and doing, but I'm thankful for that. So yeah, but that's my point of view on the stuff that Trump is doing. My thing is the father has to put things in order and in place. Excuse me. Everything has to be put in place and put in order, and he has to use man to do it. The Creator used man to do it. He doesn't do anything on himself except for what he did in Egypt. But other than that, or in Mizraim, shall I say? But other than that, everything else, man, he do through man. All right, I see something over here. I need.
You can really say we're going through a spiritual transition.
Yes, we are. Definitely, bro. Definitely going through a spiritual transition. Some of the people don't know it. Some can't see. Let me do it like this. Like we running some space over here, so we just gonna switch y'all up. Alrighty. There we go. Good. We just wanted to switch you Facebook and YouTube up because somebody like they was getting low on energy. So now, Julia, is there anything you like to say, my sister? Julia. Question? Anything you like to know? Share? Say? Sister Julia. You done fell asleep on us again? Yeah, she be working, bro. It's a lot of stuff she doing. Hey, Brother Craig, you know about the sergeant class we're gonna be doing on Tuesdays, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Need to be there, bro. And this is only for the serious. This ain't for those that's gonna be coming and going and jumping and go. This is for the people gonna be serious. And because I don't mind going back and forth on here with informational learning, but the classes and information is for our generational wealth. This is stuff for our children and our children's children. So you got, I shared earlier with a few people that you got to be serious when you come in here doing what we're going to be doing on that level. That's serious. And then you're going to have to be able to revert back to me what I'm saying. If I ask you and I'm telling you and I'm breaking it down, I'm saying, now tell me back what I just said. That's how I know you got it. If I say something and you write it down, or you should be writing it down, that way you can have it for your notes. And I tell you to repeat it back and you got it, I know you got it. If you ain't got it, I think about 3 times, I'm like, you're going to have to let me know when you're ready. Because I don't have time to waste. You know, people don't be paying no time. They're doing this and doing. They just there just to be there. It's just like they're just abiding in the place. I don't need that. I need your undivided attention to make sure that you getting this information. And that's just the way I teach. So we got that out the way. But also, I hope everybody understand that point in the name. That point on the name of Yah.
That's the only thing I use.
Say again, bro.
That's the only name I use.
Which one? Yah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, I usually say Yah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I say Yah. Yah is how I recognize them. And I also recognize them, the Yah of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. And I say the Yah of Israel, which he is. Yep. Yeah. I was just looking at some right here in 58, just checking it out. But what I wanted to share also at this point in time, the new moon just passed yesterday, which was not yesterday, the night before, or should I say the night of the Sabbath. The night before the Sabbath was the new moon. Then the day of the day of the new moon, or the day after the new moon, should we say? And then last night, and then we had the 24th, which is the day my baby's Earth Day, my oldest baby's Earth Day. Again, Michael, happy Earth Day. Just want to tell you that one more time. But I think this is the moon for the 5th month that just happened. Then we're gonna have another. I actually did. If y'all look at my posts on my YouTube, go down the road, and also my Instagram. Go and check that out, and you'll see. Excuse me. You'll see when the Day of Atonement is supposed to be here. The way I counted it. Now, a brother told me he had a leap year. I don't know nothing about that, but you got, was it 2 months to start on the 21st or something like that? But pretty soon the Passover, the blowing of the shofar, then the Day of Atonement is coming. So, and I keep the Day of Atonement, or I don't like saying Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, which people know by Day of Atonement, is from noon the 9th day until sundown the following day. So that's like a cycle and a half. A cycle is from dark to light, and the first half is before the dark and light. So that's 12 o'clock noon. Okay, it's coming down on me, y'all. Is there anything else you want to say, Craig, before we go? Craig? Rob? Robert?
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Okay, now I'm good.
You good? Okay. Julia, I know you ain't said nothing a few moments ago, so I thank y'all both for coming. Other than that, for everyone else, I am that Mikael in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they're really supposed to be. Waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you who's living in the new, this is for you. I'm that same Mikael in Revelation 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwells, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This was prophesied for you to see, that Mikael is really me. Something just came to my mind as I was getting ready, as I was saying my mantra going out. But this was going on right here. Verse 7, 8, 9, and 10 of Daniel 12. That just kind of just hit me as I was saying that. So I'm going ahead and read that before I do the Shema. Since I just said Mikael in Revelations 12, Revelation in Daniel 12. Let me go ahead and get this for you real quick. Chapter 12, verse 7. Daniel chapter 12, verse 7 states, and I heard the man clothed in linen which was upon the waters of the river, which he held when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever. This goes to show us how we're supposed to pray. Swear by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, Greek, times, Rome, and a half, which is the 400 years. When he shall have accomplished, well, who? When he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished. We are the holy people, we've been scattered. Everything is done. That's why I tell you in 2020 was the the curse, the judgment, and the curse. 2019 from 1619 to 2019 was 400 years. The curse was 2020. And here we go. And it said, he scattered the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished. Verse 8. And I heard, but I understood not. He didn't understand it. Then said I, oh my Yah, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, the Creator said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Excuse me. Verse 10. Till the time of the end, where we at today. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. You see that? The ones who ain't going to turn to the creative word and see it for what it is, they're going to do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand. You see that? None of the wicked ain't going to get it. But the wise shall understand. The wise shall understand because of the wisdom that they're going to accumulate to know. And from that point, it says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. I just wanted to read that because it came to me as I was reading the 7 through 10 and add verse 4. So other than that,
is that when he told Daniel to close the book to a time of his choosing?
That's right. To the end. To the end time.
I was going to ask you that earlier.
Huh?
I was going to ask you that earlier.
What was that?
Was that Daniel when he told it he was going to close the book to a time of his choosing?
Yeah. Yeah, he said it to the time of the end. Huh?
I said, it's amazing you just read that.
I told you it came to me. That's how the Spirit gave it to me.
Yep.
Because I just did Mikael a few moments ago, and that's it. As I was doing that, that scripture came to me. So I know that the Creator used me as a vessel, and I don't, I'm not all that, I just know I'm thankful that the Creator used me as a vessel to do His will. I appreciate you, Rob. I love the fact that you're here, bro. I hope you come more often. And Sister Julia, she got it. When she started listening, I mean, she be busy, but when she comes because she be in. But other than that, we're going to smile our way out. Smile Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad, Baruch, Shekebo, Vakuto, Violam, Vaed, Hallelujah. Hear, O Israel, Yah our Father is one Father. Blessed be thy glorious kingdom forever and ever. Hallelujah. Thank you, Father, for the reading of the word. Thank you for all you've done, been doing, and plan to do. We ask you to keep leading and guiding us that we can help lead and guide others to your knowledge, your word, your ruach, and your way. Let us retain your word, seek your will, and seek your way. In your holy word we pray. Hallelujah. 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 There we go. And for anybody that like to get in contact with me, you can always call or text me at 770-572-5315. That's 770-572-5315. Or you can email me at lkhyym@gmail.com. That's lkhyym@gmail.com. Excuse me. Also, you can catch me on YouTube. You can like, subscribe, and share. My YouTube is JuicePro33. Not only YouTube, but also my Twitter. X. Now, will used to be Twitter. My Twitter and my YouTube is Juice Pro 33. JUICEPRO 33. All right. Also, you can catch me on my Instagram and my TikTok. Instagram and my TikTok at LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. That's LKHYYM underscore THEJUICE. And also my other TikTok, which is Michael the Juice Harris. That's MICHAEL space THE, no, all together. MICHAELTHEJUICEHARRIS, all together. Michael the Juice Harris. Also, you can catch me on Facebook. My Facebook is Mikael Harris, which is MI''CHAEL space HARRIS. See, again, that's MI''CHAEL space HARRIS. That's my Facebook. And last but not least, my Patreon, Rumble, and my YouTube video, which is the long version. This is the long version. You can like, subscribe, and share on YouTube, or you can actually put this also in for rumble.com and patreon.com, which is /LKHYYM. /LKHYYM. So, all the platforms is done. Now, should I say all the sites are done. The platforms are, you can come on Sundays at 9 p.m. Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is they call Sunday night, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Fight Fire with Truth. That's Fight Fire with Truth on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, you can be at Mikael's Knowledge of Truth on Mondays, Sundays, as they call it, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is Mikael's Knowledge of Truth. On the Sabbath, excuse me, I am getting tired. On the Sabbath, we're here at noon. We say noon is really the evening according to scriptures, but it's noonday on the Sabbath at 12 p.m. noon. That's 12 p.m. noon on the Sabbath right here. And all of them are Eastern Time. That's Eastern Time for each one. There we go. Eastern Time for each one of the broadcasts. And last but not least, on Tuesday, starting in September, we're going to start Introductory to Solving Class of Knowledge. Introductory to Solving Class of Knowledge. Those are going to be private, Zoom only, and probably put on one of my other pages. Other than that, I thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. I love you, appreciate love you, and always. Time to go. Love you. Rob, Julia, I love y'all. This sleep is trying to come down on me. And I'm going to see you soon. You got my number, bro. Call me anytime, okay?
Okay.
You too, Julia. Love both of y'all. And I'll see and talk to y'all soon.
All right. Peace out.
All right. Shalom, shalom, my bro.
Recording stopped.
All right. There we go. And the rest of the family. Tired. Gotta go. Just want to tell you thank you, love you, appreciate love you, and see you soon. All right. First, we're going to say bye over here to Facebook. Thank you for your time. Uh-oh. Nope. You're not Facebook. You're Facebook. You've got enough shorts, so I'm trying to keep you as long as I can. YouTube. All right. And for over here on Facebook, we thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Love you, appreciate love you, and always. Peace. All right. Over here on Instagram. I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate love you and always. Peace. Over here on YouTube Live, I thank you for your time. As long as you showed tonight. Your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you, and always. Peace.